What's the haps? I'm Meroka, and today I'm going to be taking a quick look at Blue Rider, which is a shoot-'em-up by Ravegan. And you know me, I like my shmups, so I thought I'd take a look at this. Have a look at the options menu first. We've got resolution options, no way to toggle full screen other than Alt and Enter, which is a kind of a brute forcey kind of way of doing it. It'd be nice if there was an option for it. Quality, you have low, medium, and high, which it's a 3D game. There are explosions and particles and things going on. It's not the most visually luxurious game you've ever seen in your life, but nonetheless, I think it warrants a little more than just having 3 presets on the quality. And there is a mouse sensitivity slider. The whole thing is really, really, really difficult to navigate on a gamepad, which is why I'm not going to flick through any of these options, because it's just going to be a mess. Because I'm playing on a gamepad, because it's a shmup, and I play my shmups on a gamepad. There are no audio options at all, so yeah, I could really use those, to be honest. Nothing whatsoever. Does want them. They ain't there. Anyway, let's hop on in. Yeah, options were not great. However, options of landscapes we have 9 of. So far I have unlocked the first 3, the third boss has been kicking my ass, as it were. We can jump into any level we want at any time, which is more of a modern gaming thing. However, the way the game encourages you to play things is to start at the beginning and try and beat all 9 levels in one go. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to beat all 9 levels in one go, absolutely not. I'm going to play until I die, I guess. We are a little blue spaceship. We move around with the left stick, and we turn left and right with the right stick, which is a novel kind of way of doing things. I've not really seen that before, but there you go. Standard bullets go forward. But yeah, I got this whole 3D environment. I can fly around my enemies and weave in between them and dodge their bullets and do crazy and exotic things. Which gives you a little bit more freedom than your standard shmup, which I kind of like. Interesting way of doing things. We have a health meter at the top left. Right, hit 0, we're dead. We've got a combo meter kind of thing at the bottom. I'm not sure if that one depletes over time. It certainly resets at the end of a level, but obviously it's just score multiplier. And the higher the score you get, the better of a person you are. And you can brag about it on the internet and tell all your friends that you got a high score in this video game. So that's why you want a high multiplier, so you'll get those by killing lots of enemies. There are also pickups that you can get that will boost your score as well. There will appear as random drops occasionally from certain enemies. There is an upgrade over in that container over there. I'm just going to clear these enemies out so I'm not getting shot in the back whilst I do it. Not that these guys are particularly threatening, but hey, I want to clear it out. Let's go have a look what's in the upgrade container. And we've got these things, little capsules will pop out. Some of them change colours to create new weapons in a fairly old school kind of way, which I kind of dig. And honestly, I ain't really seen that kind of mechanic in a while, so it's kind of refreshing to see that make a little bit of a comeback. Most of the early ones, at any rate, will just upgrade your standard weapon, the red weapon, as it were. So older shmup players, people who perhaps played them in the, I guess, 16-bit era and prior to that, there were a few kind of general tropes and ideas. Certainly one that's most prominent in my mind, and definitely had this mechanic, was Zeroing, which is, fairly famous for being the all your base I belong to us thing. That had this kind of mechanic. So you had these capsules, you pick them up. If you pick up one that corresponds with your colour, you have this weapon. Right, so this is the red weapon. I've just upgraded the red weapon. The red weapon is now a little bit better. I was previously shooting 2 power shots. Now I'm shooting kind of 1 high-powered shot and then 2 lesser shots off to the side. If I get another one, that will upgrade it to shoot 3 more powerful shots, and so on and so forth until you are spraying a cone of death in front of you, and it's all very cool. If you pick up a weapon upgrade that is of a different colour to your existing one, instead of upgrading a weapon, you will swap it out to get that weapon. If memory serves, actually, certainly in Zeroing, I don't know about other games off the top of my head, Zeroing, I'm pretty sure it reset your weapon as well, actually, if you did that. If you swapped to use a different kind of weapon upgrade track, as it were, it reset your weapon back to level 1 right at the start. So yeah, you kind of encouraged to pick a weapon that you liked very early on in the game and try to stick with it. In this instance, it just doesn't upgrade your weapon. I've got the level 3 gun here, so if I were to pick up a blue upgrade, it will basically swap me to the blue level 3 blue gun. So, if there are any other weapons, I don't know of them. To be fair, I've literally only found the red and blue. I would like to think that there would be more later on in the game. After all, you know, it's reasonably challenging, and I've only made it to the 3rd level. So there's plenty of potential for there to be other types of weapon later on, but so far you've got your standard red weapon is just your spread shot, this thing. You'll just start spreading more and more and more shots until you have spread all of the shots. The blue one is more of a sort of a chain gun, Gatling gun kind of thing. It's a long stream of bullets in front of you. There are some secrets in the levels, and I was kind of looking for them because I know I haven't found them all. There's some hidden things that you can find, which are good for your score, obviously. And then at the end of each level, we have a boss fight. We'll take all of our equipment, and we will go and try and take down a boss. This first level's reasonably short, so not too bad. This big guy in a big stompy walker, he's got 2 big arm cannons that will shoot the springs at us, and he's going to shoot little bullets in front of him. This guy can largely be beaten, I feel, by mostly circle strafing. Whoa, careful. And not running into objects. I admit the biggest cause of my death in this game is running into terrain and getting stuck on things. It was really nasty for that. You can quite easily walk into bits of things and just get stuck there while something pummels you and you've suddenly lost all your health. So he's going to, he's going to start launching rockets after me, and he's going to fire other bullets. I should probably use my other weapon. I've got these rockets. I didn't mention those before. I do have those. That's in the top right. That's my ammo. They were replaced by picking up the blue power-ups. I've mostly been saving them for taking this guy down, if I'm honest. There's not many sort of ordinary enemies in the game that I really feel warrant power weapons, which is why I've been saying this. Although your default one is just kind of a straightforward kind of dumbfire shot in front of you. You can get a homing upgrade as an alternative, which is upgrading in a similar way to your standard weapons. The problem with that is that they're a little less powerful, but I guess more of them are likely to hit the target if you're good with them. You can shoot these missiles down, so that's a nice way to try and defend yourself a little bit. I think a lot of this is about evasion and avoiding damage more so than putting damage on the target, especially with a spread shot. It's like, with a spread shot, some bullet's going to hit it sooner or later anyway. Purple upgrade, yeah, there replaces some of my bombs. And the bombs are on, as you saw, a little bit of a cooldown, so you can't fire them all immediately. They're on a bit of a cooldown, and they've got the ammo in the top right corner. There we go, that was level 1. I did it in a fast time. I did not do it in perfect health, but I did it in okay health. The bosses drop a little bit of health, so that was good. 3 times multiplayer, and on to the next level. It tells us all our weapons and stuff. It's all red weapon level 3. So we can try and get more. So, as I say, you can start this anywhere you like in the game. You can start at level 2 or level 3, but you don't get... You get some upgrades, but you don't get as much in the way of upgrades. I think... Yeah, I think that basically the number of the level is basically the number of upgrades you start with on that level. So, at least for your primary weapon at any rate. So this is basically the weapon that I would begin level 3 with if I were to start level 3 blind. As a nice little health pickup that I'm going to want just to top me up a bit and immediately lose my health again. Wow. Okay. If I were to start level 2 from scratch at the start of level 2, I would start with only the twin shot, the more powerful twin shot. So I'd be at a disadvantage. Assuming I can get my health back up here, the only real perk to starting at the beginning of level 2, really, is that you get to skip some content and you actually do have full health. Whereas if you actually start from the beginning, you're almost guaranteed to come into each level a little bit more powerful. This one's a very, very minor kind of puzzle element. It's not even a puzzle, it's a flipper switch kind of job. Break both the generators and these doors will open. There's a few of these. They're reasonably common as mechanics in this game. We will come across a few of those in our travels. So yeah, as we progress through different themed levels, we'll get progressively tougher and tougher enemies, as one would expect. And we'll get cool bosses. I would like to show you the second boss. I don't think we're necessarily going to get to the third boss here today. I could probably reach it, but at that point, it might be dragging a little longer than I would like to make this video, to be honest. I don't know how long a full playthrough would take. A good little while. That's some health back. I want that. There's one there that am I prepared to run for it? Maybe, not quite. It was not worth. I don't think that was worthwhile, but I might have come out on top for that. The pickups deplete after a little while and disappear, so I was kind of wanting to play it a little bit risky there, just to try and pick up the health upgrades, just to see if I came out on top. I think I did. There is a boost mechanic. If you use the right bumper and left bumper, your ship will move a bit faster. I don't think there's any kind of boost charge anywhere. I've certainly not seen anything on the interface to kind of indicate that. Unless it's just kind of on a bit of a cooldown or something, or... Yeah, it seems to run for a little while and then kind of go on to cooldown. There's no really good visual cue to tell you you've got that. But yeah, for a little while you can boost around and move a bit faster. That'll let you dodge bullets a little bit more effectively. I've just not found myself using it, to be honest. Your ship, most of the time, really does move fast enough to dodge the vast majority of things that come your way. So I never really find myself going, oh god, I need to boost out of the way. The little jet flames behind us going blue indicate that that's what's happening. Another couple generators to take out here to get through that door. A nasty enemy is going to fire a bunch of missiles at me. Or I can still shoot down his missiles. All enemy missiles can be shot down like that. There we go. These things, there seems to be like one of these per level after the first level. A little drone thing that will fly around and shoot things for us. It's cute, it helps. I don't think there's any way to upgrade it or gain more of them. It just seems, from what I've seen so far, it just seems to be you get the one and it helps out. All things considered, this game is just kind of... I'm not really seeing anything terribly unique. I mean, none of these things I've described or shown to you so far are really... They're not new. They're not something you've never seen before. With the maybe possible exception of the you know, your standard shoot forward kind of shmup mechanics done in a 3D environment. That's maybe reasonably novel, but other than that, I'm not really finding anything that really breaks the mold here, if I'm honest. It's certainly a very solid game. It's very competent at what it does. I'm just not finding myself going, wow, look at this. This has done something I've never seen before. Let's say the throwback to some of the older school mechanics with the option to play it in a more modern way, but hindering the player just a little bit if they do so, to try and encourage them to play the more traditional ways. That's kind of nice. I mean, back in the day, you couldn't just... outside of maybe like password systems or something, most games generally didn't, like, well, you certainly couldn't save, and there was no real progression in old school games. So you had to play through the whole thing in one go. You play through it in one go, and that's the way games were. So whilst they allow you to do it, to start from any level you want, you are encouraged to play through in one go. It's the optimal way. It's the most effective way to do it. There's an upgrade to my missiles. It's cool. Yeah, you're encouraged to play the old school way. Hey, there's a secret. That's a thing that's got that. It's a relic. That's a bunch of points, really, is what that is, I think. I think that also boosts your combo as well, actually. So if you're looking to get high scores on the combo meter, that's pretty good. I know there's one over there. There we go. Although by not fighting things, my rampage did deplete. So yeah, if you stay out of combat for too long, I guess that dissipates. Right, boss numero 2. This guy's fun. I like this boss. This is kind of a cool boss. Third boss is a bastard. Third boss kills me a lot. I've nearly got it, by the way. I've nearly killed the third boss. Just not quite. I was down to like just a tiny fraction of health when it finished me off last time. Okay, so this one has a big armor plating around it, and he summons a lot of turrets around it. Good job, I've got some nice weapons here. I feel like I had more powerful weapons last time I did this. I wonder if I missed an upgrade, or if I'm just misremembering things. I may be misremembering things. Okay, now he was open. We'll fire missiles and whoa! Nearly get fried by lasers. That would have been nasty. So yeah, you gotta shoot the lasers out from through the gaps without getting yourself killed. Ow! Yeah, that does a lot of damage if you let it fry you. So I can probably take this guy down. Honestly, the missiles do fry things pretty easily from behind as well, just because of the good AoE on them. So I would be better off firing my missile in through the side that doesn't have a laser, because I already blew up the laser. And I just kind of want to keep these guys down. They pop up after a while, but once they're destroyed, they stay down for a little while. There we go. That took out the other lasers. That works. This guy's back up. So now the turrets mounted on the walls, as you can see, are going to start doing more stuff. It's going to start firing rockets, which are kind of nasty. But I can take them out. It's going to do some bullet hell things, in case you were thinking, there is not enough bullet hell in this. Yeah, bosses do some bullet hell. Not crazy, well, not that I've seen so far, not crazy, insane, oh my god, this is impossible. What sort of inhuman with godlike reflexes can possibly master this? Or a fantastic memory, one or the other. Now these are doable bullets. It's bullet hell, but doable. It's a nice bullet hell. It's an okay bullet hell. It's not really a bullet hell. It's just a bullet nastiness. It's not an outright hell, is what it is. I think I can kill it before it kills me. If it pops up again, I'm gonna nail it with missiles. There we go. Boom. Boss down. And frame rate drops when there's a lot of explosions. It's broadly speaking not too bad, but occasionally, just occasionally when there's a lot of things exploding, suddenly that frame rate does drop. So performance is generally pretty solid across the board, and then there's just these occasional moments where it just kinda has a hiccup. Which ain't great. And there we go. I finished with 60% health, and we have a bunch of upgrades. I am far more powerful than I would otherwise be going into the next level now, so we at level 3 with a distinct advantage over someone going into this level completely vanilla. So we can take out these enemies faster and more effectively. They're going to sting us a little bit. I shouldn't really be letting any of these drones hit me, like, at all. I'm better than that, I think, possibly. So yeah, this is out indeed on Steam today. As of now, I don't know the price point. I imagine by the time this video goes up, you'll be able to check the Steam page and find the price point, but they've been weirdly tight-lipped about it. On the Steam discussions, the developers did weigh in on a discussion that asked how much the price was, only to comment it's cheaper than a pizza, which your mileage may vary as to how true that is. I don't know. It depends how much your pizzas are in your area. I know certainly one can... Depends what quality pizza. I mean, are we talking about a really good pizza, or are we talking about, like, you know, Tesco value pizza here? Because Tesco value pizza's cheap. It ain't good pizza, but it's cheap pizza. You've got to bear these things in mind. Anyway, I feel like this discussion is irrelevant to the matter. Cheaper than the pizza is the price point. It is available on Steam. It's an interesting little title. I think if you're looking for a shmup, you can do far worse than this. There's some stuff that is mildly diverting, but not really breaking any molds as far as I can make out. If you want a good challenge, there's definitely some good challenge in there. Hey, now we'll get to the good weapons. Alright, now shooting 6 shots at once. There's definitely some good challenge in there, as I say. I mean, I've had a few attempts at that third boss now, and it keeps beating me. And clearly the only good way to get at it with enough firepower is to go through the entire game every time, so... There's some replay value in there if you really want to go at it. I guess being able to play individual levels individually is kind of nice in just in a being able to rehearse the boss kind of way. You still can't just do the boss on its own, but it's a shorter route to get to the boss fight, and you can then learn the fight. So that's kind of nice. Instead of just dying over and over again, you can... Well, you probably will still die over and over again, but there's less investment in dying over and over again, let's put it that way. Which is something I kind of only just considered, and it's also a nice touch. There you go, Blue Rider. Not Game of the Year. But it ain't awful. It's a good little shoot 'em up. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Meroka. I'll see you next time.